On the high DC AC ratio, you may wonder now, like, hey, what does it mean, DC AC ratio? So DC AC ratio, just to give you a brief explanation, and then probably it takes me like 10 minutes for that explanation, but let me try to make it brief as possible. So DC to AC ratios, what you see there is just the relationship of how much DC that inverter can handle compared to the power output on the AC side. So if we have a 10 kilowatt inverter, right? And it also tells you like on the DC, the maximum power on DC is 15 kilowatts. So the DC AC ratio is just gonna be, yeah, you guessed it, 1.5. So basically the inverter can handle 50% more that is rated nameplate power output, if you want to call it like that. And you're wondering, okay, but why do I want something like that? Well, it can help you reduce cost in your systems. Let's say as an example that you're installing in an area with low irradiance, such as the North Hemisphere, says Canada or North Europe. So what you're gonna find yourself there, it's like, of course, you need to install more solar panels in order to have certain specific energy production compared to an area that is close to the equator. So because you need to install more solar panels on those types of regions there. Let's, for example, it says that you install 15 kilowatts of solar. You have like probably 4 kilowatts on the east, you have 6 kilowatts on the west, and maybe you have 5 kilowatts on the south. So it means that the solar production, you may try to size it accordingly to what you have in your DC. It means, oh, maybe I have to buy 2 inverters, like this picture example here. These are two 7.7 inverters from Sony Boy, which gives me 15.4 kilowatts. So for a system like that, you says, okay, I need to buy 2 of them, more material, more wiring, more labor, and probably you can even reduce that type of cost by just installing one inverter that can give you this kind of DC-AC ratio and falls within your design, like the 15K of have your solar. Because you may say like, okay, I will never reach out that 10 kilowatt because it's a low irradiance. Maybe the average irradiance here is 1.5 to hours, and that's not enough to reach to a 10 kilowatt power output. Or maybe that only gonna happen a certain period of the day, and I'm willing to sacrifice that little period of the day. That's something that's called clipping, and that says that only happen a certain part of the day, and then we go down. So clipping is when that inverter is capping your power output. It tells you like, hey, that extra energy that you're supposed to have here, you're no longer going to have it because I can only provide you with 10K. So that system, even that system probably was trying to push 12 kilowatts of DC. It's capped to 10 kilowatt output. So you can either sacrifice a little bit of that energy production in order to minimize your system cost. But it's up to you guys. That's what we're learning here.